Hi, everybody. So today is Saturday. That means it's time for family movie night. And this week, we're continuing on Teen Movie Month for the month of June. And we are looking at a 90s favorite of She's All That. And I have to say, this was never actually a favorite of mine because I went on a really, really bad date to see She's All That. And it was super awkward. And I just remember we were the only people in the whole theater, and the whole movie is already kind of awkward, and that made it even more so. And so I just never really had much of an affection for this movie that so many people do. But I thought it would be interesting to give it a watch for Teen Movie Month and see what I thought all these years later. And I have to say, I didn't really love it. I kind of debated about whether I should review it at all, because I try in Family Movie Night to only review movies that I actually like and recommend for this series. But I asked my followers on Twitter what they thought I should do, and they voted for me to do the mixed review for this. And I think the biggest strength of this movie is definitely the cast. I mean, you have so many people that would then go on to do a lot of really great work. And obviously, Freddie Prinze Jr., you have Paul Walker, you have Rachel Lee Cook, and then there's lots of people with smaller roles, Matthew Lillard. You even have Usher as this DJ that's kind of random. But you have Kevin Pollak, Kieran Culkin, who is really popular right now for Succession. So a lot of really talented young stars in this film, and it's kind of fun to sort of spot the new talent. But I found this overall to be really unpleasant and kind of mean spirited. I mean, the whole premise, you've got your Pygmalion premise of sort of the odd misfit and the teaching her how to behave, this school setting for your sort of My Fair Lady type setting. And normally I'm a fan of that story, but here there was nothing wrong with Lainey when she started the movie, and they literally made her more generic and less interesting. I mean, it was like a make under. Uh, and I mean, just because what she has glasses, they made her look like everyone else. And so it was definitely a downgrade. Like, it would have been way better for the makeover to have her like have a really kind of edgy, interesting makeover, something that would still be hot and attractive. But I don't know, I even on that level, it didn't really work for me as a Pygmalion story. Thing about Pygmalion is that Eliza goes to Professor Higgins and wants the help. She wants to be able to run the flower shop. So it's a totally different tone and feel than what you get here, where they are completely manipulating her and Lainey, and it's all over this bet of whether they can control and change her and make her into prom queen. That's way less appealing than somebody who wants to improve their station in life and goes and seeks the help from the professor. So even on its core basics, I don't really enjoy it that much. But then when you get into it, it's hard for them to have chemistry because you know what he's doing. And everybody is just so unpleasant in this movie except for Lainey. I mean, the whole scene where with the pizza is absolutely disgusting, and like not that funny. It just feels mean. And practically every scene, the party scenes, there's little joy in them because everybody is being so mean. Even the big prom scene is kind of ruined because you know what Dean is doing, what the Paul Walker character is going to do. You hear him planning, and he's going to take advantage of Lainey. And so that sort of spoils it and makes it into kind of a tense scene versus being like a fun, enjoyable romantic scene. And it just, everything in this movie is, and I don't know, I just found it a very unpleasant, not that romantic watch. I don't think it's that funny. It just, to me, doesn't hold up very well at all. You do have some memorable music in here, particularly Kiss Me. That was a big hit at the time. So that's fun. There are some nice moments between Lainey and Zach, and particularly with her talking about her mom and getting over her or dealing with her grief. And so there are some nice moments between Lainey and Zach. I also think Matthew Lillard is pretty funny as this real world reality star guy. I think he brings some of the only laughs in the movie. He's probably my favorite part, this sort of pompous, arrogant reality TV star. But other than that, I just am not that big a fan of this one. I think it's just too mean, too uncomfortable. They're trying to control, manipulate. It's not funny enough to make it work. And so this is not a recommendation for me as far as family movie night. It's a rare one for me, but I decided to go ahead and post it anyway because I know people really do enjoy it. And like I said, there are some good things about it with the cast and Matthew Lillard. So let me know what you think of this. Is this a favorite of yours, one you have a lot of nostalgia for? I never watched the sequel that they had on Netflix last year, but I heard it wasn't very good. It didn't look good. So let me know what you think of that. And please like this video. Please subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. I'll put a link to the playlist with all of my Teen Movie Month reviews. I would love your thoughts on those. And please check out the Patreon and merch store. I would really, really, really appreciate that. That's the biggest way you can help me. And thanks again, and we'll talk to y'all later. Bye.